Imagine this: you're a sponge diver off the coast of Greece in the year 1900. You dive deep beneath the waves near the island of Antikythera, expecting to find sponges, maybe fish. Instead, you discover the wreck of an ancient ship, filled with bronze statues, marble, and strange artifacts. But among the treasures was something completely unexpected. A lump of corroded bronze, seemingly insignificant. For decades it was overlooked. Only later did scientists realize what they had found. Hidden inside that lump was a machine of gears and precision unlike anything seen until the modern age. This was the Antikythera Mechanism, a device so advanced it has been called the world's first computer. But who built it? How did such technology exist over 2,000 years ago? And why was it lost for centuries? Tonight, we dive into one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world: the discovery of the Antikythera wreck. In the spring of 1900, Greek sponge divers seeking shelter from a storm anchored off Antikythera. They dove and found a shipwreck dating to around 70 to 60 BCE. The wreck was filled with bronze statues of gods and athletes, marble works of art, precious jewelry and coins. Among them was a corroded object broken into pieces, ignored at first. By 1902, archaeologist Valerius Stace noticed that inside the bronze lump were tiny gears, something no one expected from antiquity. It was the beginning of a mystery that would change history. What is the Antikythera Mechanism? The device is made of bronze gears, dials, and inscriptions, originally housed in a wooden box about the size of a shoebox. Inside, scientists eventually identified at least 30 meshing gears. What did it do? It wasn't a weapon. It wasn't decoration. It was a complex astronomical calculator. The Antikythera Mechanism could predict solar and lunar eclipses, track the cycles of the moon with extraordinary accuracy, calculate the timing of the Olympic Games, model the movements of the 5 known planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. In short, it was a mechanical model of the heavens, over 2,000 years old. How advanced was it? The gears inside were cut with incredible precision. Some had teeth only a millimeter wide. For comparison, similar complexity in Europe did not appear until medieval cathedral clocks, over 1,000 years later. The mechanism even accounted for the irregular orbit of the moon, using a pin and slot mechanism that mimicked elliptical motion. This is engineering genius centuries ahead of its time. Who built it? The creator of the Antikythera Mechanism remains unknown, but theories abound. Some believe it was inspired by the work of Archimedes, the great Greek mathematician and inventor. Others think it was made in Rhodes, where astronomer Hipparchus studied planetary motion. The inscriptions are in Greek, pointing to Hellenistic origins. Whoever built it had access to extraordinary knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. The science behind it. When studied with X-rays and 3D scans in the early 2000s, scientists discovered its astonishing functions. The front dial showed the zodiac, calendar, and planetary motions. The back dials tracked eclipses, the Metonic cycle 19 years, and the Saros cycle 18 years. One dial marked the dates of the Olympic Games, showing its cultural importance. It was, quite literally, a cosmic calendar in a box. Why was it lost? If the Greeks had technology like this, why don't we see more machines like it? Some theories. It was unique, a masterpiece by one genius artisan. Similar devices existed but were lost in wars, fires, and time. After the fall of the Greek world, knowledge was destroyed or forgotten. The Antikythera Mechanism reminds us that history is fragile. Knowledge can be created and lost. The legacy of the mechanism. The Antikythera Mechanism forces us to reconsider ancient history. It shows ancient civilizations were capable of far greater technology than we give them credit for. The line between modern and ancient is not as sharp as we imagine. Lost knowledge may have existed in other places and times. It also inspires today's engineers and historians to look at ancient texts and artifacts with fresh eyes. The mysteries that remain. Even today, questions remain unanswered. Was it truly unique, or were there many like it? Could ancient knowledge of gears and mechanics have influenced later inventions in China or the Islamic world? Was it just an astronomical tool, or could it have had deeper purposes, perhaps even religious or esoteric? The Antikythera Mechanism is not just a machine, it's a window into a lost world of knowledge. Conclusion. A corroded lump of bronze pulled from the sea by chance turned out to be the world's first known computer. It predicted eclipses, modeled planets, and calculated cycles of time. It showed that 2,000 years ago, someone mastered gears and precision engineering that we thought belonged only to the modern world. The Antikythera Mechanism is a reminder that human genius is timeless, and that perhaps history has many more secrets waiting to be discovered. Right finger subscribe to FactStorm for more stories of lost technologies and ancient mysteries.